Alright, here we go. Welcome to another robot adventures review. Kampai. Sping. It is Saturday, July 7th, 2012, 10:23 in the a.m. It's kind of rainy outside, muggy. Children, don't watch this. Stupid people, dumbasses, shit for brains, Republicans. People who think Mitt Romney is worth anything, don't watch this. People who think Obama is an angel are stupid. Yeah. It's a joke. Not what I said. What's going on in America. It's just terrible. Let's see. What? This is a V-log. Okay, that's what I'll call it. What have I been doing? And yeah, it's a bunch of stuff, and it's all interwoven. And so I guess I'll. I didn't want to mix in my Guild Wars stuff with my Robot Adventure stuff. I wanted to keep them separate, and I still do that, but this is a vlog, so it's all kind of blended. If you remember my bio, if anyone ever read that, I live in Japan. I like movies. I like CAD and design, and I like Transformers. I like drums, Kendall. Now I like Naginata more. And I liked Guild Wars. Yeah. So, yeah, from the beginning I always liked that. And there wasn't really a way for me to, back then, 7 years ago, when I started Guild Wars, MMORPG, I didn't do the World of Warcraft so much because of the paid subscription thing, and I was like, I'm not gonna pay that. So it was great. And yeah, I didn't really like grinding. A lot of the games I do like, I don't like, I did that when I was a kid. For example, I remember grinding Phantasy Star maybe 2 or 3. And for those of you who don't, that was on like the Sega Master System. So I never really liked that kind of stuff, just killing monsters just to level up, kill, level up. That was always boring. I don't think anyone ever liked that. So, yeah. Diablo 3 is a grind fest. And if you like grinding, well, then you got Diablo. But someone like me, I picked it up just so I can play with my friends online. I was like, what? This thing is kind of crap. But, it's alright. It's alright, but... So, yeah. So much to talk about. I actually wrote down some ideas, some topics, some talking points. And I mentioned this, hinted at this on my Starscream review. I want to do some streaming. I want to do something else. You can't do the same thing over and over and over. You're going to get stuck in a groove and a rut, and just, it's going to wear you down, and you always got to keep, looking for the new thing and the next thing. And if some of you have seen some of my videos, like, some of them been like, yeah, this is this, and this is this, oh, this sucks, fuck it. And that's because I kind of got in a groove, and I wasn't using I wasn't going into HD, I was using webcams, I wasn't, computers are one of my hobbies, so, yeah, you got to blend your hobbies together, and use the skills you get from this and use them on this, and it might make it all better. So something fun to do, and keeps your mind going, keeps you creative. So that's kind of fun. Anyway, Guild Wars. Preparing for Guild Wars 2, I was like, okay, I'm gonna, I got my projector, the 80-inch screen over there, and it's what 720p resolution. I think that's the max. Could be 1080. I'm not sure, but I should be sure. The drivers on it, they kept changing. It's like, okay, what is the actual resolution? But I think it's 720. But so the Guild Wars, I wanted to prepare. I got my monitor, picked up a new monitor, my HD monitor 1080, and that's that one you're seeing right there. And I wanted to get a new video card, and I tweeted about this on Robot Adventures on the tweeters. And this is my new video card, the HD Radeon Sapphire 7850. And I got this one because Robot Adventures fell down. Because I was looking at the power supply, right? And it only draws 130 watts. So I didn't have to worry about upgrading my power supply. So my power supply is only 630 watts, and I was like, all right, well, and the specs on it, they weren't the best. The 7970 is the best right now, but from AMD ATI Radeon. But I think the NVIDIA cards are probably a little bit better right now. But who knows? It's a seesaw thing. Okay, I was using a HD 5450, if anyone even cares, but that thing was old. It could run Guild Wars, it could run Diablo, but it's so much smoother on the new video card. And I had been playing with fraps and trying to do some screen captures of Guild Wars because I wanted to get into that new community of video gamers. But those guys are really weird, and it's a huge community, right? And there are a bunch of like Bob Costas wannabes and like radio voice, and this is the blah blah blah. He's using the Zerg and the resources or something. Okay. I'm not changing my voice. You don't hear me changing my voice. He never changes his voice. He always talks the same way all the time. So, but, I'm going to do it the way I'm going to do it, and I like it, and it's my hobby, so I'm going to do that. And so to prepare for Guild Wars, and I want to share my Guild Wars with people, if anyone's interested. I know Wistar, he and I were playing in Tyria, running around killing things. So anybody else who watches my page who's thinking of picking up this Guild Wars thing, just let me know. We'll get it on. And yeah, just online gaming, it's fun. I'm going to do it through PC or PS3. I also have the account Robot Adventures on that, but you guys want to... I haven't actually played PS3 in a while. Haven't really found any fun games. I like Little Planet, Big Little Planet, and Little Big Planet, however the fuck. I'm terrible with names. I like that. Yeah, one thing about this online gamer community, it seems like they love the shoot them in the head, kill them, stuff like that. Which I'm not one of those guys. I'm kind of like, hey, look, it's Mario. Let's jump, jumpy, jump. That's fun. Oh, shoot him. Oh, I'll do a little bit of that, but I wanted to share with you that part, and I made another channel, and I was gonna I'll put my gaming stuff on another channel. I'll leave my robot stuff on this channel. But to figure out how to share my gaming stuff, I had to figure out how to do the streaming, and that's a whole nother thing, right? And I know YouTube has some streaming things, but I was checking into it and it said they're slowly rolling it out, so I haven't been rolled into it yet. So I don't know when they'll roll it out, and I don't know what that's going to mean, and something, I don't know how that's going to work. But there are other alternatives, and thank you for some of you guys who mentioned them. And I did check on them. And doing some research into this was time consuming and somewhat informative, somewhat, too simplified. I think the streaming stuff has a lot of applications, and I think it could be done well, also in the robot community, in the Transformers Gundam community. Just people aren't just pushing the limits. You need to push the limits, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna push the limits. I'm gonna do it. Okay, well then go ahead and do it, because right now it's kind of boring and slow and stuff like that. So, some of the like the Ned Flanders and the people who have really just pandered to the general audience, or the just the kiddies and the teeny boppers and stuff like that. Yeah, they'll continue doing their blah blah blah, but what's the next thing? For adult collectors, is that what we're gonna stay at? Just watching people review the figures? I don't want to stay there. I want to go on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So. So trying to figure out how to stream stuff like that, I had to get into the different types of software you need to do the screen captures on your monitors. And there were a whole bunch of different options, a whole bunch of different software. I got 9 bits of software here. This won't be a tutorial video on how to stream. Unless you want me to do that later, I can share with you what I learned, and get you up and running. Yeah, you look at some of the tutorial videos on, this is how you stream. Some of the videos are, too simplistic. For example, you just click here and click this and do this and click that, and you do want to do this and that, and you just do it like that, and then you're up and running. Which doesn't help unless maybe you're lucky. There are so many different variables that go into why you select the options that you select, and why there are options, right? If it was so simple, you just click this, you have to explain why you want to click this and why you want to click this and why you. But I appreciate all those videos. I mean, you watch enough videos, you can fill in the gaps of the stuff that you didn't catch from the other video, which was okay. But you have to watch a lot of videos. Yeah, so researching how to do that, I came across a lot of software. I wanted to do, some of the people on YouTube, they do frapsing. And fraps is probably very popular. DX Tori is another screen capture, like frame still image capture software. I don't have that one, but I'll probably download that later. But the files on fraps are huge, and by huge I mean like 1 minute or a minute and a half at 30 frames a second is gonna be like almost 4 gigabytes. So you're looking at huge files. huge files. So I was trying to do some some frapsing and then upload it to YouTube, but YouTube shut it down. It's like, oh no, you capture something that's copywritten, and you can't upload it. Take it down. I was like, okay, so why can so many other people fraps and do that, but I can't? And I don't know if it was like the commentary wasn't, or some, I don't know how, or, I remember hearing that, Scientology, Tom Cruise, some people really take a really hard stance against any of that, but some other companies don't. So I guess it depends on I'm guessing this is all speculation. But I'm guessing it depends on the content you're streaming and the way you're using it and a bunch of different variables. But, maybe just because it's one of the first or few times that I actually tried to do some gameplay footage on my Robot Adventures channel, that it's like, oh no, this is a different genre for you. But I do reviews all the time, so I don't know. Anyway, it didn't. I have to experiment with YouTube now. I got to start uploading different types of fraps captured video. Maybe the quality was too good. I don't know. Nobody's going to give me a straight answer. So it's like, okay, I have to go to another publishing source. So, YouTube. I got let's see, maybe I can show you some of the frapsing stuff if this doesn't get taken down. But, so fraps is pretty smooth. This is, I don't know who that is. I think that's Soundwave. Maybe. I think Soundwave has a healing. I didn't find out that Soundwave could heal me until I almost finished the Decepticon campaign. Anyway, fraps works really well. The 7850 is super smooth, so I really like that. It looks a little bit dark and stuff on this, but when you're playing it, it's really nice. So fraps was one way to go, but that's just, making a video and then you have to put it into a video, editor, and then you can upload it, but YouTube wasn't taking that, so I was like, okay, well, that's not going to work. Unless I do some other modifications on the video and then do it a different way, and I don't know. But that's going to take a lot of trial and error. So I was like, okay, so how do I do the live streaming, right? So, I tried a lot of different ways. I tried to do the free route, and I downloaded some trial software, which you'd have to pay to unlock some other options. And, yeah, I went to different sites. I went to the Ustream, to the live stream, to the Justin TV, to the Twitch TV, and I set up Robot Adventures accounts on all of those. And I actually started testing the streaming, and using the Adobe Flash Live Encoder was good. The audio sounded good, but the problem, as maybe you guys know, I don't want to get too much into it, but maintaining a steady connection to the server where you're going to upload your streamed video to is the tricky part. So I, here in Japan, using like SpeedNet, I'm probably going to say this all over again in the tutorial video if you guys want it. Using SpeedNet, it accesses a point near me. Like, it's like, oh, from Tokyo to Tokyo, your upload speed, your download speed is like, what, 40? Your upload speed is like, what, 30? Okay, yeah, that's in the same city. That's right next door. The servers are over in, America, over in, Europe. If you use some of the other speed test software, they'll check. You can choose to select the server you want to go to and check that speed test. And I think that's another speed speed.org, or there's another one, not just speedtest.net, but it is like San Francisco, New York, some other places. But that one gives you a more accurate speed test. So it turns out that they don't have hubs here that I know of for like Justin TV or Twitch, or so I have to go to Europe or the US and stuff like that, and then going through there and checking the stability, it's a lot slower. So using this is so long. Using XSplit broadcaster, you have a speed testing ability, but that's one of the softwares you have to pay for if you want to unlock the like non-water thingy something. And long story. Yeah. Check out if you want to see some War for Cybertron gameplay with comments by Robot Adventures. You can go over to Justin TV or Twitch or something, and I don't know if you can see it on Twitch. That Justin TV, I'm not really sure how it works out right now, because Twitch TV is owned by Justin TV, but Twitch is only for games and Justin TV is for everything else. And yeah, so you can watch that. I'll check the comments on this video later. I'm going to finish up War for Cybertron, just campaign mode, and so I don't get any spoilers like, oh, so and so. I'm sorry I had to kill Omega Supreme, but Omega Supreme, they really need to make an Omega Supreme for War for Cybertron. But if Soundwave is this big, Omega Supreme would probably be where's my hand? Huge. He would be huge. Why do I got two monitors? Okay, so this is just, I just rigged this up yesterday to test all the streaming software and video capture stuff, and if you have to do the Windows, if you're gonna capture the game, you either have to play it in Windows form, but if you can't play it in Windowed form, then it's easier to set up two monitors, because one monitor you throw up all of your programs up there, and then like that, you throw that, and you can open up all your software up here, and oh shit, you can just grab that and then just drag it up there, and that way you can monitor what's going on, what's being captured, and also have a full screen full screen non-windowed game on this one. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm running War for Cybertron on my 1080 monitor, and doing all the broadcasting, the streaming up here on this monitor. I'm just throwing opening all the windows and stuff up here, and it's working well. I'm still experimenting with microphone setups, using that kind of shitty thing or some other crap, but alright guys, that was 25 minutes, a long vlog. Diablo 3 yeah, so I actually know where this guy's from now. He's from the War for Cybertron. It was from the video game. I didn't even know that. It's like, why are you playing a game that's like 2 years old, Ruben? This thing was never released in Japan. So they, I had to download it via Steam. And once I figured out all the streaming and get this all in, get the stream flow going, you know, Follow Cybertron's coming out on 21st. Boom! Robot Adventures, Follow Cybertron. Let's check it out. That would be Robot Adventures-y, not Guild Wars-y. You see how it all blends and works? It's like a circle. The circle of life. The circle of the thingies that goes like... So, yeah. I think I'm going to do the gaming stuff off of YouTube because apparently I can't do it on YouTube, or I don't know. And I couldn't monetize it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But, yeah, just be like, yeah, it's just a pain in the ass to do YouTube stuff with copywritten stuff. Yeah, they'll either shut it down or they won't let me throw it up, or, you know, I don't know how it works, but anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. And yeah, I don't know how to play the co-op. I haven't even, you know, first thing I do when play the game, I play the story mode. And then maybe I'll play some PvP stuff, but I'm really more of a story kind of guy. Jumpy, skippy, jumpy. So, I'm going to finish up that game, and then, you know, I'll check my videos and see if people commented after I finish the game, so I won't get any spoilers. Alright, guys. Talk to you later. Come by. Bye-bye. Now I'm thinking, well, I should go get some more of these guys, because I played the game, and I know that these guys are in the game. But I didn't, because I didn't know it. Okay, bye-bye.